Isn't this beautiful? It's a little bit cloudy, but it's really nice. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information out there. Please do your own research, and this is absolutely for entertainment purposes only. Very blessed, still very blessed, no matter the weather. I want to thank the subscribers who led me to this YouTuber named Sumi. I will leave the link at the bottom in the video description so you can go and check her out. Clearly she has a hell of a lot more subscribers than I do. But I mean, she's amazing. You know that when I watched that ATX interview with Meghan Markle and that guy Patrick James, I think that they were doing, where she claimed she's a fraud, that she was Taft-Hartleyed. I didn't understand what the hell that was, you know. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't curious enough to investigate it. But this lady was. And oh my God, what Meghan Markle did. Basically, the lie in itself was not to get a role in Century 21. It was to force their hand into getting her into the Actors Union. Because otherwise she wouldn't have been able to get into the union herself, and she wouldn't have been able to get roles. So basically she conned and extorted these people into getting her into the union. And she's laughing about it. She thinks it's funny. And this is in 2003. When you ask me about it, a lot of people who have guided me to it, and I posted that on Twitter, they still don't know what that means. What Meghan Markle did is she lied about being a member of the union. And they filmed scenes. And, you know, so the guys started filming and there were scenes there. So, you know, Viola Davis was also in Century 21 show. And it's very expensive to reshoot scenes again, especially if you moved on. Also, it risks the reputation of the producers and directors because they take this thing very seriously of working with non-union actors. So, and that also may affect their funding or even the continuance of producing the show or making the show. So once they found out that she had lied, laughingly she said that, because if she said it to them like she said it at that, I was, so they had to Taft-Hartley me, and that was the standard. No, she's lying. That wasn't the standard. What she did is actually criminal. What she did is absolutely criminal. But what happened is that the producers didn't want to risk the negative attention that they were taken in by this nobody, because basically Meghan was a nobody, but they trusted her word. And, you know, nobody would believe that a production company with the likes of Viola Davis and Hector Elizondo would not do their due diligence and check whether or not she was union. They trusted her word. And basically she forced their hands, and she knew exactly what she was doing. And it is the same thing she did with the royal family. You know, and she says, so when they asked her, if you see her in that ATX thing, and when she says, they asked me if I had been in the union, and I said, of course I'm in the union. It's exactly the same thing she did. When they asked her, when she tried to get more titles in the royal family, of course I'm going to work with the royal family. Of course I'm going to work with the royal family, knowing full well that she was never going to work with the royal family. All she wanted to do, just like she did when she lied to the producers of Century 21, is get into the union. So all she wanted to do was get into the royal family to get the prestige and everything. And it's amazing how she has no remorse of the positions that she put these people in. You know, everybody. This is with the producers of the show as well as with the royal family. She doesn't care. She laughs. Ha 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 ha. No remorse, no embarrassment. She sees it as a ways to a means to her ends, and she doesn't care. It's incredible. She's a complete psychopath. I mean, now that I understand, now it makes sense why she continued to lie, because she says, oh, they didn't hire me because I was too white, too black. No. I am sure that once the producers found out that they had no choice, that the easiest thing to do was to send a letter to the union requesting that they include her, make her a member of the union, I'm sure that they sent a little disclosure with it explaining the situation. And I'm sure that whenever she needed to present references to whatever job she got, there was already a note like a little red alert about what she had done. And this is why producers didn't want to work with her. Directors didn't want to work with her. This is why when Suits ended, she didn't go back to Hollywood, because she had stupidly gone in ATX and laughingly admitted what she had done. You see what I mean? Now it makes sense why. First, she didn't have any talent. But second, what she did was put these people in a terrible position. But this is like a poison chalice, because it's the same thing with the royal family. The royal family now know that she lied. They now know, of course I love Harry. Of course I love Harry. Of course I want to work with the royal family. Just like she said, of course I'm union. And now you have to actually make me a member of the union, because if not, your whole production is going to be put in jeopardy. Your reputations are going to be put in jeopardy once she had already filmed the scenes. So this is a woman with absolutely no conscience. Okay, now, this is in 2003. And now we go to Mr. Markle here. Mr. Markle is saying that Meghan is not a liar. Now, I wonder where Meghan got that idea from. Mr. Markle had been in the business way longer than that. I know that there were also rumors that he won a lottery that apparently he fixed, or there was some sort of shady things about that. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not saying he did. But where did Meghan get that idea from? You know, unless she's absolutely screwed. Maybe her father told her, if you can't get any roles. Because in order to become a member of the union, you need to have a recurring role in a SAG-approved show. She never got any roles. She had the one line in I think in One Life to Live, or some sort of soap that her father got for her. Sorry, you can see the ocean. See. Which was not enough, because she needed to be a recurring member of a show in order to get into the union, and she never got that, you know. So, and she did this thing the same with the royal family. She manages to put people in such a position that it's easier to comply with her or cover up for her than to expose her. I hope that, and unfortunately, the royal family are doing what the producers were compelled to do. But in this case, it's not merited, because now Meghan is actually a complete fraud. She lied about being in love with Harry. She lied about wanting to work with the royal family because she wanted to get to be a member of the royal family in order to get prestige. And she thought that with that, maybe now that she was a member of the royal family, she wouldn't be blacklisted anymore, because nobody is hiring her. And it makes it even worse what Bob Iger did from hiring her for the Disney thing and bumping another person, because the only way they would hire her is to donate the money, that she's not getting any proceeds from that. And they gave Harry $3 million. This is what Bob said on a public interview, Worldwide Feud, that he had given the $3 million to Harry, which apparently the elephants never got, because Disney ended up making a separate donation of $3 million, for which the Elephant Foundation thanked Disney. So this is why Meghan is never going to get any roles in Hollywood. First, she has no talent. Second, she is a criminal. She's extorts, and she has no remorse. This woman has no remorse whatsoever. What she did to these people is, as long as I get what I want, I don't care. And you can yell at her until you're blue in the face, and she does not care at all. She just laughs, because now I got what I want, and now I'm a member of the union. But again, it's tainted goods. So she gets kind of what she wants, but not everything that she wants, because it's ill-gotten. And then she blames everybody else because things don't turn out her way. Isn't this disgusting? And here we have Mr. Markle defending her character, blaming everybody else, which in my mind, he is enabling her. He's way past shock. He's way past denial. He's way past bargaining. He should just be in acceptance. And yet still he's claiming that Soho people made my daughter lie. Oh, Harry, my daughter wasn't a liar. Not only was she a liar, she was a con artist and extortionist. Somebody, not extortionist, she was somebody, yeah, she was blackmailer. This woman is absolutely appalling. And to have Mr. Markle go on national television and do this, it's beyond the pale. You know, I am, now everything makes sense. Now I understand why she was, because she's a bad actress. This is why, even though, I saw Alex Belfield, he said that she had the option, once she hit Suits, you would think that she would have the option to, it's a trampoline, it should have begun to go up higher. But it didn't, because she knew she would never do that. She would never get higher. First, it was a lousy thing. She herself never was nominated for anything in that show. But Hollywood never forgets. This is why no actor would work with her. Aunt Jennifer Aniston would never work with her. George Clooney is an idiot. And I'm pretty sure that he only attended because he's good friends with Beatrice, and because, no, not Beatrice, yeah, with Beatrice and Eugenie, but mostly Eugenie, because Eugenie is married to Jack Brooksbank, who works for George Clooney as the brand ambassador. And because, he was friends with George Clooney, has been friendly with Prince Charles. But it's incredible, the criminal psychopathy of Meghan Markle. She has no remorse. She uses children. And those two kids, if whatever they have, they are in danger. And as soon as I get to Canada, I will start a petition demanding that Canada does not recognize her children, her so-called children, until definite proof is provided that they came from her body. And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get the 100 signatures needed for the House of Commons in Canada. Because all countries have to be in agreement for those two kids to be in all countries, members of the Commonwealth, have to be in agreement for those kids to be recognized in the line of succession. So this is a woman. This is, of course I love Harry. Of course I want to work for the royal family. Of course I do. Please use me. Of course I do. Liar. And to have Oprah, endorse this is disgusting. Because if it had happened to her and a show that she was producing and directing, and she has an extra or a person, a low caliber, come and jeopardize the entire production of a show because of this, I am pretty sure Oprah would have made sure that she never worked anywhere else. Absolutely disgusting. And I thank you guys, and I will leave the Sue link at the bottom, okay? So you guys can go take a look at it. Thank you for drawing my attention to it, but what do you guys think? Meghan truly is a criminal, psychopathic person. And she is not beneath using race cards or accusing anybody. This is a woman who's a complete psychopath. And the royal family really do have to call her out because she has committed fraud.